This weapon is so powerful it can erase humanity. But instead of destroying it, the man holding it kills himself just to make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. That man is reborn, but when he comes back, he doesn't remember anything. Not the weapon, not the war, not even who he is. And that's when the real story begins. In Mexico City, years ago, the streets are hot, noisy, alive with traffic. But through all that chaos, one car is racing faster than anything else. Inside is Heinrich Treadway, played by Dylan O'Brien. He's young, intense, his eyes fixed on the road. He isn't just driving for his life, he's driving for the future of the world. Treadway isn't alone. Two of his allies, infinites like him, are riding with him. These are people who, just like Treadway, remember all their past lives. Imagine being born again and again, but carrying centuries of experience. That's who they are, the Believers, a group that protects humanity. Behind them, chasing hard, is a man named Bathurst. He's not just another enemy, he's the enemy. Bathurst is also an infinite, but unlike Treadway, he's tired of reincarnation. To him, being reborn is a curse. He's lived too long, suffered too much, and now he wants it to end. The problem? The only way to end the cycle is by wiping out all life with a secret weapon known as the egg. That egg isn't some golden relic. It's a biotechnological device, engineered to destroy every living soul, preventing reincarnation forever. And right now, it's in Treadway's possession. The chase is wild. Cars smashing into fruit stands, bullets cracking against metal, glass shattering. Treadway swerves through busy streets, his tires screaming as he tries to lose Bathurst's men. At one point, they hit him from behind so hard the car almost flips. His allies are panicking, yelling directions, but Treadway has a plan. He always does. Eventually, they crash through a barricade and end up cornered. There's no way out. Helicopters circle overhead, soldiers pour in, and Bathurst's people close in with guns ready. Treadway knows if Bathurst gets his hands on the egg, everything is over. Humanity won't survive. So he makes a desperate choice. He whispers to his ally about hiding it, somewhere even Bathurst can't reach. With no time left, he takes the egg, secures it in a safe place, and drives straight into chaos. The car flips, crashes, and explodes. Just then, a truck then plows into Abel and Leona's car. Before dying, Leona tells Abel she will find him at the beginning. Bathurst then comes out and uses a special gun called a dethroner to destroy their car. Treadway's body is broken, his life fading. But remember, death is not the end for an infinite. His soul will be reborn, his memories carried into another life. Years later, we meet Evan McCauley, played by Mark Wahlberg. On the outside, Evan looks like a regular guy just trying to survive. But his life is far from normal. Evan is struggling with visions, dreams of places he's never been, faces he doesn't know, and skills he can't explain. One morning, Evan wakes up sweating, his mind full of memories that aren't his. He heads into his bathroom and opens a drawer. Inside are tools and pills, medicine he's been prescribed. Doctors say he's schizophrenic, suffering from hallucinations. But Evan isn't so sure. He knows these dreams feel real. Evan is also broke, living in a small apartment that looks worn down. To make money, he forges weapons for gangsters. Here's the crazy part. He knows exactly how to do it, even though he never studied blacksmithing. It's like the knowledge is already inside him. His hands move like a master's, shaping steel into a perfectly balanced sword. When he delivers one of these weapons to a local gangster, the man is impressed but also suspicious. He says to Evan, "You've done this before." Evan brushes it off, but deep inside, he knows it's true. He has done this before, just not in this lifetime. Things go wrong. The gangster refuses to pay him properly, and when Evan stands up for himself, a fight breaks out. Evan handles himself with shocking skill. His body moves like a trained fighter, even though he's never learned martial arts. He takes down several men, but in the end, he's arrested by the police. At the station, Evan sits in an interrogation room. His hands shake, his mind clouded by visions. Then the door opens, and in walks Bathurst, older now, played by Chiwetel Ejiofor. He's calm, controlled, and deadly. Bathurst looks at Evan as if he knows him, and he does. To Bathurst, this isn't Evan McCauley. It's Treadway, reborn. Bathurst speaks to Evan like they're old enemies. He tells him about the egg, about their past battles, about how Evan has lived many lives. Evan doesn't believe him. To him, Bathurst's words sound insane. But Bathurst insists, "You've fought me before. You've died before, and you'll die again." Bathurst then shows Evan something terrifying. He brings out a high-tech gun, loads it, and presses it against Evan's head. He's about to kill him permanently this time, but suddenly the wall explodes. A car smashes into the interrogation room, and out steps Nora Brightman, a member of the Believers. She's here to save Evan. Without hesitation, she fires at Bathurst's men, and chaos erupts. Bathurst himself is forced back as Nora pulls Evan into the car. The two speed off, bullets chasing them down the street. Evan is confused, terrified, and demanding answers. But Nora is focused. She tells him only one thing that matters. You're not crazy. The visions are real. You've lived before, and you're needed now. The chase through the city is fast and violent. Cars slam into each other, gunfire erupts, but Nora's driving is sharp. She finally escapes Bathurst's men and takes Evan to a hidden location. For the first time, Evan is face-to-face with the truth. His life isn't broken. It's unfinished. He isn't infinite. And the war that began with Treadway's sacrifice has now returned to him. Nora brings Evan to a hidden compound. It's not just a safe house. It's the headquarters of the Believers, the group of infinites who protect the world from Bathurst and his Nihilists. Inside, Evan meets the team. There's Garrick, the strong and disciplined fighter, Trace, a skilled pilot, and others who each carry memories from past lives. These people don't just know who they are now. They remember everything they've ever been. Hundreds of years of experience, all inside one mind. Evan looks at them with disbelief. To him, it feels impossible, but the Believers insist he belongs with them. They tell him the truth. He is Heinrich Treadway reborn, that he once fought Bathurst to stop him from unleashing the egg. He died in Mexico after hiding the weapon. Now, in this life, his memories are trapped. Evan listens but struggles to accept it. His whole life, doctors told him he was schizophrenic. Now these strangers are saying he's a warrior who's lived 100 lives. He shakes his head, refusing to believe. Nora doesn't give up. She takes Evan to a chamber designed to trigger old memories. It uses advanced technology to push him closer to recalling who he truly is. The machine hums as images flash before his eyes, swords clashing, fire, faces of people he doesn't know. Evan gasps for breath, overwhelmed, but the memories don't fully return. Meanwhile, Bathurst arrives at the casino and watches everything through security cameras. Finally, he tells them he remembers he was Treadway in his previous life. Kovic asks Evan where the egg is hidden. Evan, now remembering he's Treadway, reveals that the egg is hidden inside his last body. Remember when he told Abel earlier to look inside himself? That confusing statement finally makes sense. That's what he meant. At this point, Bathurst has been watching everything unfold and sends his men to kill them. Before they can escape, Evan gets shot in the stomach. However, he, Artisan, and Nora manage to get away, while Kovic stays behind to fight off Bathurst's army. Eventually, Kovic is captured and dethroned by Bathurst. Now, Bathurst knows where the egg is hidden, so his team finds the body first. He removes the egg from the corpse, then attaches it to a bomb and loads everything onto a plane. Evan wakes up later in a hideout. He's been unconscious for a while because of his gunshot wound. He finds Artisan with him and asks where Nora is. Artisan tells him that she left alone to try to stop Bathurst. Nora is positioned outside Bathurst's compound with a sniper rifle. She takes the first shot but misses him. Bathurst responds by sending drones and his soldiers to kill her. Nora manages to avoid the drones and kill some of the men, but she becomes overwhelmed by their numbers. Evan and Artisan arrive just in time to rescue her. Artisan destroys the drones while Evan grabs Nora, and they drive toward the compound. When they reach it, they're confronted by more of Bathurst's men. Nora gets shot during the fight, but they both manage to take out all the enemies. As Nora lies wounded, she tells Evan that she's going to try to free all the dethroned people because they're all stored on a computer chip. She begs him to stop Bathurst before he kills every living creature on the planet. By this time, Bathurst's plane is taking off. Evan grabs a motorcycle and chases after it. He drives off a cliff, jumps onto the plane, stabs his katana into the wing, and crashes his bike into one of the plane's engines in the process. Bathurst tries to throw Evan off by flipping the plane upside down, but Evan remembers one of his special powers. He stands up on the flying plane and resists the strong winds using his abilities. Evan then cuts through the top of the plane with his katana and enters it. Inside the plane, Evan finds a bomb. But before he can defuse it, Bathurst shoots him in the back of the head. Bathurst walks over to check on the bomb, but Evan stands up behind him. It turns out the bullet hit a steel plate in the back of Evan's head, so he survived. They start fighting, and Evan uses his katana to block Bathurst's bullets. Bathurst then decides to drop the bomb out of the plane mid-flight. Evan jumps after it, and Bathurst jumps after Evan. They end up fighting while falling through the air. During their mid-air battle, Evan manages to grab Bathurst's gun and dethrones him. After dethroning Bathurst, Evan successfully defuses the bomb while still falling, then crashes into the ocean. He drowns and finally dies. Back at the compound, a badly injured Nora and Artisan kill the remaining enemies and find a room where Bathurst stored all the dethroned people. They plant explosives on the computer chips. Nora tells Artisan to leave, then detonates the bomb, which frees all the Infinite Souls but kills her in the process. She chose to die because she wants to be reincarnated with her lover Abel, and she wants to be the same age as him when they meet again. Years later, we see Nora and Abel meeting each other again at the beginning of their new lives. Treadway has also been reborn, this time in Jakarta, Indonesia, where he's become a prodigy sword fighter. Artisan, who didn't die but is now much older, visits Treadway and gives him a katana. Treadway asks him, "What took you so long?" This reveals that he's already regained his full memory from his past lives. I hope you enjoyed this recap. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button and hit follow for more amazing movie recaps like this. As always, thank you so much for watching.